So in this video we are going to make a very simple game called rock paper and scissor with this. So this game will actually give more clarity on the local variables and how to use decisions like that. So I would suggest open your community and you can build it with me. So what we have to do is in the rock paper scissor, what happens is if you see three values are there: rock, paper and scissor. So what we will do is how the game works is if it is rock and paper, so paper wins. If it is paper and scissor, then scissor wins. If it is rock and scissor, then rock wins. So like that it works. We will take two values. One will be user, that will be us who will play the game, and another will be the computer. Okay, so computer has to guess. After our chance, computer has to guess something. So what I have done is, so I have numbered the rock as 1, paper as 2 and scissor as 3. So computer will guess 1, 2 or 3, any random number, and based on that we will map rock, paper and scissor to them. That's it. So that's what the overall objective of this application will be. So let's get started. We will make a very simple interface for that, and here we will just write it rock, paper, scissor. That much is enough. And now in here, first of all, we have to take we can take card layout or anything to start with. So let's get started. First of all, we'll take a simple, I guess simple one page we can take, or billboard layout directly we can drag and drop like this. So fine, here we will make we can insert any image at the end. Okay, and let's take a card layout here, and in here we will take okay, let's find for now. Till now we haven't started anything. So first of all, we'll build two local variables. So to build a local variable, you have to define local variables. Okay, a bang local variable is done. Now we will define the variables inside it. First variable is what? Local bang user. Okay, so whatever the user guess is there, whatever we will guess, that will get stored here, and the other variable will be local bang comp guess, whatever the computer will guess. So how computer will guess, that is only the important criteria here, and I have taken a very simple method to generate a random number. What we actually need is three numbers, 1, 2 or 3, and based on that we will automatically map the values to them. That is very easy part, but generating these three numbers is what it takes. So let's see how we will generate a number. So I will take expression rule to generate the random number. So generate random number 1 underscore 3. So 1, 2, 3 it will generate a random number. So let's make a very simple expression for that will generate a random number for this. So first of all, in Appian there is a function called rand. Okay, rand function does what? If you see the definition here, it returns a random number between 0 and 1. Let's test it out and we'll see what value it actually returns. So every time it will return a number between 0 to 1. What if I multiply this by 2? Then what will it generate? It will generate 0.37, okay, something more than that, right? 1, even it is crossing, 1 point is also crossing. And what if I convert it to integer? Then the 1, whatever that 1 that we have written there, it will get converted into 1.2 will be get converted into 1, and whatever the number less than 1 will get converted into 0. Okay, so it will give 1 and 0 as well. But in our value we have mapped 1 to 3. I don't want 0, so before only I will add 1. Now if I test it, it will give 1, 2, it won't give 0, and if whatever the number was 2 now become 3, 0 will become 1. So like that, very simple, just like this. So our generation of random number is finished. Now the computer will be able to generate 1, 2 and 3. But what after that? I have generated random number. Now computer has to give an output of rock paper scissors based on this. So what I will take is a simple decision rule for that. Okay, so give comp response. So here computer will get some response based on this random numbers. So let's configure that as well. Now to configure that part, okay, so we don't need two inputs, one input is enough. Alright, let's delete the input, and input 1, let's edit it, and here we will give like something as num, and type will be number integer, and click on OK. Fine. And output is output, let's make it guess. It will give value, or you can say like value, and it will be text only like this. Fine. So if it is 1, random number can be 2 or it can be 3. If it is 1, then just give right rock, and if it is 2, then paper, and if it is 3, then scissor. That's it, and delete it. Save the changes. Now if random number whatever the computer guesses 2, then it will automatically search paper. We don't have to deal with this again and again, automatically. Fine. Now let's map this to here. How it will get mapped, that is an important part. Okay, so based on that, like let's leave the mapping for now. Okay, first of all we'll configure our buttons, which is important. User guess, let's configure first. So I will take one more card layout where, okay, here. Fine. And here I will take a side by side layout, and here we'll take buttons. Okay, here are our buttons. Done. And 3 buttons will be there. One will be rock, one will be paper, and one will be scissor, and that's it. So user response will get configured like this. Fine. So first button will be rock, okay, and second button will be paper, and third will be scissor. And in label style, and what will be the value? So value will be rock. When I will select this button, the value should become rock, and what value it should save. So save into, I will write as a bank save, and where the value should get saved, the value should get saved in local bank user. Okay, so user guess it will get saved. And what value should it save? I can see, I can write directly rock it should save, or since I have already stored a rock in value, so I can directly map save bank value. Whatever the value here, automatically it will get saved here. I don't have to repeat it. See the advantage of doing like this. I just can copy here, and instead of value I can write here paper. See, here automatically paper will come, and here as well. So let's map it like this, scissor, and automatically here. So if I, and the style will be of link. Okay, link looks a bit better. Okay, it doesn't have a sign, so link is done. So if I select rock, then rock will get saved. If paper, and scissor, 3 buttons are done for the user response. Now in the thumbnail, like you have in the thumbnail, no, not in the thumbnail, sorry. So now if the user has not guessed the value still, so we will try to display a loading screen for them like this. Like you have seen like this, like a loading screen will get displayed like this, or any loading screen, so that will get displayed for the user. And once they make the guess, then whatever the guess they have made, that individual image will get shown. So for that, like what I will do is, let me take columns, 2 more columns. Now it's fine, and here we'll drop the images. I have to show the image, one image let me show like here, and one image I can show here. Now let me go to expression. Now how in image we have to map the values. So in first image, this is the user one, this is the first. Okay, and here we will write it user. Okay, user guess, let's write it like this, and this will be computer guess. Now we'll play with computer, right? Okay, fine. So in image, right, we want to show loading screen, but loading screen will be shown when there is no value in the user, when nothing is selected in this user. Like if I click on test, it will become null, then it will show loading. But if I select a rock, then that particular image should get shown there, right? So if I will write a condition here, if is null, if is null, what? Local bank user. If local bank user is null, okay, then do what? Then I want to show a document, a bank document image. See, in image field, the images in Appian are shown with the help of document image, and I have to refer to that document. Okay, so DOCU document, done. So I have to refer to that document. And how to refer to that document? So we'll have to create a constant for that, but let's see how. For example, I want to show some value like this image is there, I want to show here. Okay, so first of all I will save this image. Let me save in the desktop only. Okay, once it is saved, I have to go back to my here designer and click on document. So images are uploaded as document in Appian. In files, I just have to go and upload the whatever the image was there, click on next, and here you can see the name. Let me write something as loading. Okay, and it will automatically create a constant, and now we can refer the constant in the document of our expression. Okay, so we can refer that cons bank, what is the full name, ys loading, right? Ys loading. So now you can see here it will display the image. It won't now, because if parameter require 3 parameters. Let me just repeat the parameter for now. Okay, we just want to see the result, that's why. So now you can see here loading screen is seen, no issues, right? But when the user make the guess, then we don't want this to be shown, but we want to be shown for the computer. So for the computer as well, the same thing. Let me repeat it for computer, right? Images. So if local bank, okay, not directly local bank, if condition is there, and now if is null. Okay, so once user will make the guess, then computer will make the guess. So here also we will put the condition of user only. If user guess is null, then so a bank document image, and in the document will select what? Cons bank ys underscore loading, done, right? And here as well it will give the error. So let me repeat it till we get another image. Let me repeat it. Okay, so for now it is fine. So computer guess is here, okay, user guess is here, computer guess is here. Now we'll have to search another images, so that is much more important. Okay, so I have to search rock paper and scissor kind of image. For that I have decided to do like, so that it will look a bit more like user experience wise, it will look much better. So rock paper scissor images. So in Google, like we can find it. So like that I have found the image already. So here we can, similar way we can download the image, we can save the image, and then we can use the same image again. Okay, once we have downloaded, this is the scissor part, right? Yeah, it is the scissor. And similarly we can get the where is this? Yeah, rock paper scissor doesn't displays. It is easy to get, no issues, we can get all the 3. Okay, Now once we have got all the three, then there is much more important criteria that we have to do. I have already downloaded the three image, okay, so I don't have to look here. You can try to look, but fine, you can get it. Okay, so let's see. Similarly, we have to make a decision which image will be shown when. If I have selected rock, then rock should be shown. If I selected scissor, then the scissor image should be shown. Or if I selected paper, then paper will be shown. So similarly, here the rock, paper, scissor will come as the input, and in output we will display the images. So see, decision is very important. Anything is possible with decision. It has a lot of uses. Okay, so user guess and user guess of images. So I am writing something as img. Okay, fine. User guess, and it will say like whatever the image it will show. So let's see what are the different images it will show. Okay, so we don't need this input. Let me delete it. Okay, let's delete this input. And in input 1 we will give it like a value. Whatever the value we have, that will be text obviously, and in the output it will contain the image. In output it will contain image, and image will be type of document, right? So it will be kind of document. So and here we will store the document data. Okay, so now we'll have to select our images. So first of all we have to give value. If it is rock, first value was our rock, paper and scissor. These are the three value. We don't need this. So if it is rock, then which image it should show. So let's search our images. Now I will map the image. So I have already created constant for that, so I don't have to search rock underscore image. Okay, fine. And here as well I will create JUS rock paper underscore image. That is also done. And now it will be JUS scissor underscore image. Okay, JUS scissors underscore image. These are the three images that I want. So if the user guess is rock, okay, so if the user guess is rock, then rock image will be shown, and if it is paper, paper will be shown. So it will be like this. Okay, fine. So that part is done. Now let's get back to the user image. Right here I have to denote in the document. I have to use the rule. Which rule I have created? Rule bang, not the constant, the rule. Rule bang ys underscore user guess, right? User guess img, and it requires a value. In the value, what I will put? Local bang user. Whatever the user guessed it, based on that only it will show the image. Okay, so currently it is null, right? So it is showing like this. Let me select a rock. So if I select a rock, then the rock should get selected. If I select paper, then paper. If I select scissor, then scissor. Okay, so that part is done, and we will align this images. Is there any alignment here? Yeah, so we will align this to center for now. Fine. Okay, so I have selected in here, right? That's why the values are showing there, and I am searching why it is showing, not showing, right? So this document image, let me copy this. So let me just copy the value to here in user guess, right? Fine. So now if I select paper, then paper will get selected. If I select scissor, then scissor will get selected. Currently computer is also guessing the same, but for computer will make another decision. Okay, similar kind of decision will make with this as well. So let me duplicate this decision. Okay, so let's duplicate, and instead of user we'll write here comp guess. It will be much easier. Done. So now I have selected the computer. So computer will also guess the same, but for them, like I have selected something as flipped, so it is not aligned. Rock will be like this. Why I'm saying, like, why I'm selecting different image, because if you say here it is pointing in the right direction, it should point in left direction. That is why I have flipped the images, so that okay, it will say like this. Okay, and flipped rock is done, and paper is remaining. Paper is done, and after that flipped. If I select flip, scissor will be there, so scissors is done. So now let's save the changes, and now in the this one will refer it local bank user, and this is the okay, this was the user guess. User guess is done. Now computer guess I will use here, instead of this I will use comp. Okay, comp. So comp, and whatever the value the computer have guessed, that will come here, comp guess. That much is enough. Okay, and if okay, it is computer guess is currently null, and it should not be null, that's why it's throwing the error. But let's figure it that as well. We'll have the, it is the time to configure that value as well. So in computer guess, what was the expression rule that we made? We made a very simple expression rule to generate a random number, right? And we will use that to refer in our interface now. Okay, so this was the random number, and here we will refer that rule bang ys underscore generate random number 1 to 3. That's what is 1 underscore 3, and it requires nothing. So what we will do is, okay, so in computer guess, oh, we have to refresh it, right? So we will use the refresh variable here only, because every time the user will guess, computer guess should also get refreshed. So we will configure it inside the refresh variable, a bang refresh variable, and done. And in the refresh variable, what is the value? The value will be rule bang. Okay, so here it will take any random number it will select, and based on that it is giving an output, right? Either it is selecting rock, paper, or scissor. So here I have already configured that comp response, that was the decision. Okay, so computer will also get something like rock, paper, scissor, because here the user is guessing scissor or rock. So here it is the computer response, it is giving the value. So I will use this comp response. So let me use this rule bang this, and this rule requires a num, and from where it will get that num? It will get the random number from this expression rule. That's what we want for now. So rule bang this, done. Our value is configured, and will configure as refresh always as true, done. And every time it will refresh the value. So now let's test our function once again. Okay, and where we have used computer guess, let's see. So first point it is used. Okay, local bank comp guess. Okay, so first of all, now let's remove this error. It is saying like could not cast. Okay, fine. Where is that error? Oh, here I have forgot to give the brackets. Okay, fine, now it is fine. So now we can see this. See, if I have guessed scissor, then see computer has also guessed scissor. If I have guessed paper, then computer has guessed Scissor, so computer has won and I have lost. So I need a result which will show like who has won, who has lost. Somewhere we need to fit this logic, and then only we can decide like, okay, he has won or not, or how I have won this game. So we need to fit that logic into our computer. See, this is a tie, both have presented rock, and if I select paper, then still computer has given rock only, so I have won. So how to build this logic? Okay, let's save our changes for now, and again we'll go back to decision only. Okay, so now here show result, I will make like finally we will create a result which will store the data like who has won and what to display. Okay, so here we will need two inputs, that's fine, because we have to compare the user response and the computer response as well, both of them. So here we will check the user, it will be text, and the second input will be comp guess, right, the computer guess. So comp guess will take it, so both are here, and here in the output we will get the result. What is the result for now? Okay, so whatever is the result we'll get it here. So let's say like how does rock paper scissor game plays. Okay, even I didn't know much from earlier. I have also learned it. So let's see like what, see here, if user guessed rock, okay, user can guess rock and computer can guess paper. Let's say this condition, then who will win, rock and paper? So paper can cover the rock, so paper will win, and if user has guessed rock, it means that you lose. So I will print message as you lose. Okay, and paper covers rock. So that's what I want to make it. And now if the user again guessed rock, but the computer this time guessed scissor, that's it. So rock will smash the scissor, so we can print you win. So and here we can write rock smashes scissor, done. And now if the user has guessed paper, now this time the user guessed paper and the computer has guessed scissor, so paper, no, user will lose it, right, you lose. Scissor cuts paper. Now next is if again it is paper is coming, and this time the computer has guessed something as rock, let's say rock. So paper covers rock, so you win paper. Okay, paper covers or rock, that's it. And we need, I guess, 2 rock are done, 2 paper are done, 2 scissor will be done. Now that's it. So 2 scissor and again scissor. So if user guessed scissor, let's say computer guessed rock, so scissor, so I will lose it, user will lose it, you lose. Rock smashes scissor, right. So here we will print like this. And if scissor is here and here is paper, so scissor cuts paper, you win. So here we will say like you win. Paper, you can say here scissor cuts paper, this one, copy it and paste it, done. And if nothing is there, like just we can just print invalid. Okay, so if user guessed rock, let's say computer guessed scissor, let's test the value, so you win, something like this the result will show here. And finally we can show our result as well. So let's get back into our, and somewhere here in the between we will show the result, who has won or who has lost. Okay, so here let me take it rich text. So I have taken rich text, and if okay, so if in the rich text display field, this is the rich text display field. Okay, so here we will take a bang rich text. Okay, rich text. Okay, where it is rich text item, and in the here we will display the text. So to display the text, what we need is, so text is coming from where? Text is coming from this decision rule, ys show result. So let us use this decision rule bang this, and this decision rule require two values, that is user. From where I am getting the user response? Local bang user. Okay, and from where I am getting the second is comp, right? Comp, yes, I am getting from the computer. Comp, yes, done. So now let's take the values. Okay, both have, if I guess Scissor, then see you win, Scissor cuts paper. And if I guess paper, then see, okay, paper is not covered here. Okay, if both of them have guessed paper, I guess one more condition will come here. Tie condition I haven't written. Okay, so I have to write, okay, here only instead of invalid I can write tie. No need to add one more condition, that will be much easier. Fine, so if none of them are there, then automatically it will get tie. So let's try once more. Scissor, so instead of invalid, see, it is tie. Okay, and if I guessed paper, again it is tie. And if I guessed rock, and you can see here all are getting ties and ties. Sometime it will be happen like that. Fine, but this is done. Now we have to do something about the let's make the icon or whatever the color is there, we will change the color as well, so that it will look a bit much better. Okay, so value I have already written. Okay, so value field is done, and in the here as well, in the text is done. Okay, so we just want here okay, we just want the dot result, or okay, so okay, here what we will do is, in our result only we'll add one more output here, add output, and we'll give kind of a based on a score. So to give the colorful color combination, so we need some values, based on that only we need the color. So if I lose it, I will give a score of 0. If I win, I will give 1. You lose 0, you win 1, lose 0, you win 1, and in tie let's say 1 only. Fine, tie condition both will get 1 1. Okay, so now here this has, you can see here, if I test it again, I might get some kind of error. Okay, because you can see here it is not able to fetch like which output you actually needed. I needed only result. So now I have specified it, so now I won't get the error. Now this is the text part. Now the color part. Okay, so that I will say the color as well. So for the color, now for the color what I will do is if, so if, and in the color I have taken it number integer already. If, so if rule bang, again the same, gus underscore show result. So okay, no, here it is ys, so ys underscore show result, right? And two values are also here. So user will give local bang user, right? And in comp guess will give local bang comp guess. These two things are done, and dot score obviously. Okay, so now if, okay, I have done one mistake. In if only I have written everything. Okay, so this is the condition. If dot score is greater than 0, obviously like if it is, I would have won, right? If it is greater than 0, I would have won it, so I will give something as positive, and if I have lost, I will give something as negative, right? So now you can see here our color is coming scissor. If I have lost it, I will get something as negative. In tie as well, green is fine. Okay, see here, right? And size, in text size will increase the size as well. Color is done, text is done, and let's increase the size of it. I will keep it medium. Okay, so medium plus, let's keep it like this, medium plus. So fine, so if I selected anything, then it will show juvenile. Medium only is fine. Okay, fine. So now what I will do is this result part is as well done. So almost we have completed our series, nothing much is left here. And style, let me give it something as strong. Okay, so I will give something as strong. This is also done. Okay, so what is now, I guess almost everything is finished, and we can just add some last minute changes. Okay, so for that what we will do is okay, no, that is not needed, and this text parameter is fine. This user guess is whatever it is there, I will just make it center. Alignment will be center, so user guess will come here. Same case for the computer guess as well, I will keep it center. Okay, so this image and all are fine. Okay, so and this as well card layout, we can add some background to this, and we can select any custom color, or we can choose from any defined style as well, for example worn, or okay, navy scheme. So that's fine. We'll have to make this billboard layout as well. Some image we have to upload it so that we can show something to it. Okay, so in the billboard layout, also in the document, what we will do is okay, so in the document I have already one image with me that I will show it here. You can choose any image that you need, so that is much better. Okay, procedure. Okay, fine. So I already had this image, so I will show it like here. Fine. So our game is almost ready only to be played, and these things we can yeah, so let me pick it in. Okay, so these all things we can put inside one column here as well. Okay, inside the card, and all the 3 buttons okay can be placed inside the column only. In the side by in the whole side by side layout can go inside column. Okay, let me do it again. Okay, let me back once more. The whole side by side layout can come inside this button here. Okay, so now it's much easier. This side by side layout is not needed at all, and from here the user can guess and anything can be selected from here. Okay, fine. So we'll final look once more if anything is left. Okay, so let me make the values null. Okay, so both are showing as tie. We don't want that because nothing has been selected yet, so we can put a simple condition like this rich text was there, right? The whole rich text display field the value, and it will only show when we can put something as show when not is null. What? Local when user guess is not null, then we can show it. Fine. Now user guess is null, computer guess is here. If I select Scissor, then see computer guess rocked and I lost it. So this is a very simple game which you can easily create, and it will give a lot of learning, and it will say like what to think or what to do next, because something like this will give really a very good learning. So let me save the changes, and we can go on the site as well. So we can create a site, since we are not using any rule input, so it won't be an issue to create site. Okay, so rock paper scissor, and here as well we can give a rock paper scissor game, and simple. So let's, in the site we can directly add this page as well. Okay, so let me add the page here. Only one page is needed. So interface, and we can directly select okay, ys underscore rock. Okay, so this, if I select something as game, will it show there? Oh yeah, game is here. Fine. Title is rock paper scissor game. Okay, done. Let's save the changes here, and we'll see in the site like how does it actually look. So let's see the site. So now our game is ready to be played. So fine, and our site has loading. So fine, so you can see here, and from here like we can select if it is paper, both are tie. If it is scissor, see I lost it. And if I selected rock, fine, again lose. Great. So tie is select, see I win. So like this you can easily play and enjoy making this game. So